let's just take a peek at the summary. I didn't even have no space to put everything up there like I did for everybody else's. So topic of discussion, that newness, because after that death comes this full, comes this new start. This is that ready, set, go. We're ready to jump. But before we jump, there's something else. Maybe it's something in this bag that we need to take out. Because the fool takes as least from the past as they possibly can. They only take what they're valuable, what's very important to them. So maybe we need to look back in that bag and see, is there something that we can take out? Maybe like an old picture of an ex. I mean, like it's something that is one more thing where you really don't need that. And it doesn't help you in your new life. It doesn't really have anything to do with your future. So you can leave that behind, but you got to be really ready to leave that behind. Okay? So that's the topic. What's going on? Yep, I told you. There's something else that we have to detach from, and it's on an emotional level. One more thing. That's what this is evolving. So what this could lead to, we have the Knight of Wands. They're trying to lead you to a relationship, and it's still detached here. This is if we don't detach from something, okay? Old thoughts, Nine of Swords. If we don't detach from something that we haven't yet let go of, we still are, non-committable or not wanting to commit or hesitant or fearful. So some of you know something beautiful is coming to you, and you're getting very anxious about it, but you really have to be 100% willing to let this in, because some of you have a spiritual connection, and you have to be willing to let bygones be bygones to the full extent. So we're going to leave this Knight of Wands energy here. This is where they say balance your spirituality with your practicality. This is your spirituality, and it is fire, and that means it could be out of control, kind of chaotic, all over the place. It needs balance. Sagittarius also is I perceive, but this person can be rather stubborn and only seeing a certain way. So we're needing to expand some more. I really feel like the person that's coming in is quite different. Knight, what do you have behind you? Look at that. King. These are two different type of energies. So some of you may be going towards an earth sign, or they may want you to evolve from this, action person where you do a lot of moving, you don't really plan too much, it's everyday life, you're very spontaneous, and they're kind of wanting you to merge, or you will be merging with somebody who's more routine, they're planned out, they're kind of traditional, and what it's not telling you to be mutable. Even though we are mutable, it's not telling you to fully adapt to them, but for you to fully adapt to each other, to where you meet in the middle. So some of your old ways, you are going to have to let it go. This is I never plan anything. I just go with the flow. I don't do anything. It's whatever happens, and we got to kind of change some of that to where, we put pencil to paper, and we, have a schedule, and we have a calendar. Okay. All right. Because this is about being established and comfortable. And some of us have just been comfortable with being free. Point blank period, with being free. All right, now let's go into this. So they want us to be in this releasing energy. We are at the Four of Swords in the month of March. We are resting. And this is about surrendering too, and they did say a time for healing. So this is definitely a position in where you are healing, where you are getting the amount of rest that you need. You could be thinking about your next move for some of you. And then others of you, you're hesitating to let go of whatever that is that they're telling you that you need to adjust. You're really contemplating about it. You're thinking about it. Should I? But as soon as you let go of whatever this is, everything seems to pan out for you. This is also a card can represent, you finally saying okay and allowing the universe to do its thing. Do what you have to do. This is definitely regrouping after this transformation. This is sitting back saying, okay, I agree. I'll surrender to this. I'll change. All right. So our goal, 9 of Wands, strength. This is about, if you've been having a rough time or you've been discouraged, this is about to total itself up. 9 is about totality. The end is near. The answer that we're needing is near. The climaxes, the goals that we're trying to reach with the gibbous moon, they're here. We're just going to change a couple things and we're going to be ready. They're wanting you to be strong during this. And don't be hesitant to the change, okay? So what's holding us back? 6 of Cups. Our challenge is the 6 of Cups. This is to meet in the middle on an emotional level. Definitely a soulmate connection or a very familiar connection that makes you comfortable. But another thing that I am seeing, because the Knight of Wands, it has a very youthful energy. No matter how old this person is, they do things as if they have that teenager kind of energy. And this is like the card of Leo too, so it's like they don't want to necessarily be told what to do. I start things the way I want to start them. I do them the way I want to do them. And what you could be fighting with is your inner child. This is that youth energy. This is that childlike energy. And it's like we have to go to this mature, very mature and settled energy. It's definitely a big transformation here. But that means this is going to bring in somebody long term. If they're trying to get there, the universe is trying to get you to prepare for long term. Our challenge is this soulmate here. Okay? So let me see the thoughts that are surrounded with my Sagittarius at this time. That 6 of Cups. Sneaky business. Sneaky business. All right. So what was this? I miss the old you. Memories of the past. There is somebody from the past who still has deep emotions from you. They miss you. They're thinking about you. Some of you have to let go of those old feelings. This could be an old ex. Somebody that you need to completely disconnect with in order to come into probably a spiritual partner. There needs to be a final plug pulled with something from your past. And for some of you, you have 2 people. They like the person. One is going to like the person that the universe is trying to transform you to be. And then there's another person who liked the old you. They like that young, wild, and free you, that aggressive. But is that who you want to be forever? You know? So that's a situation that is for everybody, their own thing, okay? All right. So let's keep going. So past energy, we have the Knight of Swords. Looks like some fight energy. We have a lot of knights. Rivalry type of energy. This is definitely aggressive conversations. Maybe some things that shouldn't have been said. I mean, things that were said in the wrong way. Maybe was not to be taken offensively, but it was. Okay. And the root of all this, 9 of Cups. Some of you is an air sign. But even though this person has a slick tongue, at the same time, if you were to say something to them, they would take it the wrong way. But like I said, there's 2 people. One that likes the old you, the one that will like the new and improve you. And I feel like one stunts your growth, because I told you I did see karmic partner. And if they like the old you, they're going to want you to continuously be that way. And that kind of stunts your spiritual growth or your practical growth. And then you're going to have somebody who comes in who loves you or likes you for who you truly are. Both the new and the old merged together. But the universe is pressing for change. And I'm telling you, I did see karmic partner. So that could be the karmic partner coming in liking the person that you were. And that person that you were could have been from, you could have given your power to them. They could have had a sense of control. So of course they like that you. But that's not who you are, who you want to be anymore. So this is a time of really healing, contemplating, and meditating for you. And this is having your guards up as well with this Nine of Wands. Your next step is to have your guards up when this person comes back to you. So you also have temptation. But the thing about it is they don't even show up as the devil. Like a lot of people, they're having their karmic show up as the devil. This just shows up as an old soulmate. Maybe even a karmic soulmate. It is showing up as somebody you had a soul connection to, but it's just like, all soulmates are not forever. All connections are just not that deep, and they kind of stunt your growth, okay? So, what you have coming for you next, the Five of Wands, that's that aggression, that's that differences of opinions. Because the universe wants you to have your guards up at this time. They want you to be very aware of what's going on. Awareness is going to be everything. That adjustment is just that access energy. So let me see, what is the argument about? What is the back and forthness? I feel like this is competition as well with different people. Could you tell me what this is about? All right, I told you. Okay, there's somebody that says, I like you in the shadows, right? But then we have, I'm in like or in love with somebody else. And that starts up drama. It starts drama. Oh, buddy. Ooh-wee. That's what I told you. When I see two of something, especially two knights, it's like a rivalry between two different people. But the hardest thing with you guys, it's like two soulmates. It's easier if it's like a strong, toxic, unhealthy karmic and a soulmate. It's easy to choose the soulmate. But when you have two of them, that makes it harder. But if you go with the person who likes the old you, it's almost like you're sacrificing your prosperity and abundance. You're sacrificing for that person. Okay? So yeah, that's what's coming up next. Somebody likes somebody else. Ooh, all right. All right, so if we keep everything as it is right now, we have the Four of Cups. So this can go two ways. The person that you may like somebody else. And the problem is they don't like the change that you've made. But that's not your problem, but it still may affect you. And some of you, it's just two people or it's more, and you just gonna sit, on the bench. You're gonna sit on the bench until you figure it out. All right. So, how to get over this is the Lovers. I told you got two connections. It's to make a choice. The Lovers is about a choice between maybe two people that you feel like you have a connection with. Ooh, shit, Sagittarius. Oh. But it's saying choose love, not infatuation, not lust, because we have the Knight of Wands, so not lust, not pleasure, not ego, but love. So you could make this choice, but it looks like you don't. You don't want to. Some of you're numb. If you're at this Four of Swords energy, you're not really feeling, you're not really thinking about anything. You're going through this death energy. This may be a time of numbness. You're trying to let everything kind of get out the way here so you can figure things out. And some of you don't know that this is even coming. And so your reaction to it is kind of like, blah, we'll figure it out. But it's telling you to choose love. A person who loves you for you. And this person, when it comes to real love or real type of romantic attraction, you choose them and they choose you. And it's natural and they don't hesitate. So if it's a third party situation where they're really trying to choose between you and somebody else, let them go. So if we change direction, if we change course, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is actually working alongside with that person. So instead of having this where, you know, we kind of choose neither or we are dissatisfied, it's either saying make that choice and kind of work together. And if what I'm seeing is this is the obstacle, this is the solution. Six of Cups with the Lovers. Past life soulmate, past life connection, divine connection, whatever the case may be. Okay. You may be torn, they may be torn. It could go vice versa. All right. All right, my Sagittarius. See you guys later.